Practically, it is most helpful, depends on what you mean by helpful, when one wants to find out the type, to ask, what is the greatest cross for the person? What is the greatest cross for the person? The greatest burden, she means. Where is his greatest suffering? Where does he feel that he always knocks his head against the obstacle and suffers hell? That generally points to the inferior function. That's Adler more than Freud, more than Jung, sorry. That generally points to the inferior function. You all know that the idea of an inferiority complex, that came from Alfred Adler. Nobody ever says Alfred. I've spoken to loads of people who don't even know who he is, but everybody knows what an inferiority complex is. That's Adler. Many people, moreover, develop two superior functions so well that it is very difficult to say whether the person is a thinking intuitive type or an intuitive type with good thinking, for the two seem equally good. Sometimes sensation and feeling are so well developed in an individual that you would have difficulty in ascertaining which is the first. But does the intuitive thinking person suffer more from knocking his head on sensation facts or from feeling problems? Here you can decide which is the first and which the well-developed second function. I liked this because it's systemic. So the way she's talking about figuring out a person's type is through figuring out where the inferior function is. Where is this person suffering? So, and this resonates with me for when I used to work with clients, which I don't anymore. When I'm talking to somebody and they want help, and I'm saying to them, okay, what are we doing? What's going on here? I'm trying to build a representation of a functioning system in my mind, but I'm not interested in the parts that work. What do you need me for the parts that work? I'm looking for the stuff that's the parts of the engine, the parts of the system that have broken down. And I think this is the right way to do it. She asks, and I requote, where does he feel that he always knocks his head against the obstacle and suffers hell? This is a question everyone here, including me, would do well to ask. This is where we should be focused. What is my greatest cross? What is the biggest burden for me to bear? Where is my greatest suffering? And where do I feel I always knock my head against the obstacle and suffer hell? Thank you very much, Marie-Louise von Franz. You have gained a fan. I am now a fan of this lady. I think she's brilliant.